All right. Well, here we go. A little bit of Empyrion Galactic Survival. How do I make sure my mods are? Guess I'll have to go with tutorial, huh? Okay, so we'll do the tutorial first. I'll allow this, I guess. I don't know why it minimized it like that, but okay. The hell, man. Okay, there we go. That's 8 hours. Finally awake. Heal up and eat. I'll be waiting on the bridge. Okay. Inventory slot. Right survival constructor. Crafting tent. Life stats. Your toolbar. Apply, shift, right mouse button. Okay, there we go. Go with that pizza. Okay. Just the toilet. Okay. We don't have a shower here. Good. Gravity failure. Uh-oh. Talk to the captain. You're back. Good. We need to move. Oh, what is it? Okay. Sensors are calm, but I've got a bad feeling about the sector. And Galleon is already exploding things. I'll talk to Galleon and skip the bunk. Why'd you lock the bunk door? Oh, it was locked? Yes. You're in dangerous space. I want to just wait and look at him. For your own well-being. Seems to be shaking. Well, hard to tell for an alien. Seems to be shaking. His visor hides his pupils. Drugs, maybe? I'm just saying never mind. Your human fleet. I think we found it nearby. Okay. I'll please help Galleon before he triggers our cargo. Fuck Galleon. Okay, back. Okay, shift to run. Radiation nearby, temperature. Screens up there. The world temperature by body surface crowds. Should good now, radiate. Okay. Good thing down in the bottom left, showing radiations. just talk to the cyborg here. The human, the human. What is it? Finally made a farm. It is perfect. Sprouts have all it needs. Bots lay. It does not work. Why? Find what hinders the plant's construction process. Farm has no oxygen. Scoot up. Put on a spacewalk booster too. Oh, but a space? No wonder it does not grow. I know. With that sensor in your squishy skull, it will help you find the leak. Okay, let's go. More lockers to your left. Okay. Got it. So suit light L, jetpack J, helmet U. Okay. Helmet, U, light, back J. Okay. Found the leak in your out. Say I found the leak. Farm lost too much oxygen. Go outside, collect ice. 100 units. We'll need that. Leave. We'll go get it. Open hangar doors. Light a container. Okay. Or I just need some water there. that. So you're looking, oh, you're one of these people from the galaxy. Reminds me a lot of Planet Crafter. Wireless. Love it. F4 for logistics when I'm wonderful. Oh, just a little closer, you can even link your inventory with it. Lots of stuff. Quick on, White Ice. 10,000. Drones incoming. Both use ships but hit wrong spot. All tragic. Ammo's cooking off. Don't trust me, don't trust anyone. We all have to leave. Wait, what the? Galleon? Curse you. Human, the ship is lost. Get to the teleport. You at the other side. Yeah, what do we do now? Well, that was unfortunate. Drones will ignore you, detecting teleporting. We're on toolbar. Select 4 with numbers. That's just really happened, okay. Play. Bounce back. Oh. Okay. I'd improvise a bit. Power loss to teleport target. Wiped out. Don't catch up with your crewmates with power loss to teleport target. Have them wiped out. Your hands free. And suggestion search and collect resources, food, craft food. Harvest the stuff up. Tab. Travels to constructor to craft. Click a picture on the energy bar. You make them? Let's keep going. Okay. We discovered a float sand base. That in our tool. Okay. Over here in case of death, first 10 shows the sleeping before time. All of its effects. Best time we have to be careful basically. It will spoil. It's our oxygen. If that? Find and drill carbon rock. So that looks like a carbon rock to me. Okay. Carbon rock. So that first one was iron. It's a lot like Planet Crafter. So far. Okay, so F3 to open up our tech. So, gain unlock points by collecting experience XP. You'll need a fitting constructor to craft these edge color examples. Double left mouse button on our icon to unlock that template. Sweet. Unlock the portable constructor. The portable constructor. Lock what exactly? F3. So with the data you collect, I can restore your crafting templates. Close the tech tree. Craft, click on the picture of portable constructor. You can adjust these settings, okay. On inventory and the input field needs to be stocked with crafting show. Structures much more templates. The list of the right side, that's just a part for templates, display filters. Hover your mouse over the small filters icon on the list. Left row, right row, template stripes, template types, sort by structure. Below that, crafting templates, okay. Carbon substrate for me, ready for the construction tube. Okay. Right there. 5 carbon substrate will give you a hover. A hover bike crap. Devices categories. On hover button. don't get why I'm not seeing it here. Select devices. Contour by template. Crap. Not seeing it. Craft repositories, correlation or click other structure. And to create a new structure, just craft the starter block next. Sending blocks tabs and scroll tab. I'm not seeing the power bike anywhere. Oh, that wrong. I guess it's all one word. I don't get how he managed to lose it. Okay, so there's show all templates. Places. Oh, that's why. Fuck. I clicked on this over to the one thing. Alright, well, hey, figured it out. Just a little while. Hold it a sec. Oh. Active power source. Drag map with left mouse button. Zoom in with wheel mouse. Markers and waypoints. While markers, click the upper right button looking at a place marker. For info. Here mouse over icons. Close map in here. Here we should be prepared for the constructor. We move on, don't forget to do. So yeah, I mean, why would you come back here? Oh, there we go. Oh, the weather's safe. I hit a tree in it. Tinker Blue Glow, special dungeons and story places. Everything damaged can be destroyed, everything intact can be turned invulnerable. BOIs are displayed on the map. Got wounded by combat bomb on screen field. As soon as possible. Just mitigate it so it does not get worse. Medicine's got a side effect healing device or safe for being. Well, or wherever I go, there it is. Mining power. Copper gets to be useful on this planet. Copper is rare. Before jumping down. Gonna have to go back on our. Survival will mine the deposit with it. Supposed to go over that. Go over this thing. Old weather station. We're supposed to do here again. Click survivor to pull and mine the deposit. Oh. I know where we are. Good settlement with other bread. Got all that copper. Subspace network. That's one of your network IDs. Coming call detected. Human, is that you? Incredible, you made it. But how? How did you even end up in that system? Teleporters don't reach that far. Gotta get on a ship somehow and meet up back up here. aka Artemis star system. Lead us here. Talk to you later. And if you warp back, just try to avoid the local Xerox galleon. You'd be so kind. Outreach connection failed after retry stop. Can't talk back to me. See what that one. Available to you. Display last text message. Facts. What is it? How it works? Side missions you can do. Top window steps of missions equal actions. Press OK button. karaoke thought. Let's call this. Supposed to be in here. Game concept. Saving and backups. Deter theft and help you pick up blocks. Something. Right enemy core block. Place your own. Protect your structures with low cores or dead racks. Everyone to structure. Types of cores. Check glow colors. Core is green player core, red NPC core, pink blue admin. Destroy special dungeons. Destroys the whole structure indestructible. Displayed on the map is a chevron. Double arrows pointing up. Okay. Flame pan. Blah blah blah. Place a third block on the ground, spawn a pre-made structure with a factory, take over an existing structure. Okay. Trying out building the game's creative mode is highly useful. Okay. Game or structure core. Protected from modifying blocks, destroy enemy cores if needed. Pick up intact blocks, have your own core placed on the target structure. Space travel, small doses work inside the star system, capital of 2 stars. The work drive in a block ended. And taxi drive. Action standing. Might affect, however, you. Top left. They'll approve or disapprove of the action. Territory with the best, dwelling ore deposits. Friendly hostile factions will attack you. Stealing from their containers is very much aiding the plot. That I will likely have. What's its farms, man? Shelter. Get a light. Figure out how to hack something more elegant. Arm easy. There, extra back left here to potential rescue. Negotiate, and I can't seem to reach it. Shoot it back. Okay, but go up for any base or vessel. Test devices, crafting of traces. In stats, turn things on and off. Stats of base, full thing. Or tabs, to the left, energy stats, check. No output, no consumption, just by power we turn on. There's likely something important destroyed. Just click the device list tab above. All base blocks with functions of devices are into groups. Check for damage to different blocks. The generator got destroyed. The solar panels are missing. Device 2. Device to after device to be please down. There is open for location. Modular expandable cargo system for huge volumes. Good for large devices. You can drop off your loot here. Guys will take not here. Have one of those on us. supposed to. Rare fuel, now try the generator power, which is straight above. Inside the energy stat have changed. Better turn the power on and off again. Power left, time in hours. All this out. Here. This one. Well, attached to this. Take a bit longer until the code sappers are. I'll just start coming back soon. We'll start close to the quarantine. Just leave this mess as it is. Tech unit wants to have a talk. No, just to know what they might be getting into. We organize local transport, help Paris a bunch of points. Let's boys, the northern nest base, get there ASAP. Yes, but really well paid ones, don't worry. Blue for cheap hover vessels. On in the factory. Eric's battle cruiser is head. The whole set together with the drone-based teleporter lens. What's the status of your hover vehicle? Repeat. Go to sleep. why that was a boy, but go to the side. Take right. Press P. Devices tab. Lift your tank. Pull. Container. Oh, wait, Live bridge. Craft element. Resource craft bread. Yeah. Small button right next to the fridge's name, triangles. Arrow pointing you. Press that to get to the fridge itself. Okay. Why is it? Chainsaw would have been nice. What was the game you're telling us all along here? That question. Okay, I don't know. It was ending. Is that the whole tutorial? I just gotta look this up, make sure that I did finish the tutorial. Make sure I've done the tutorial. There's Empyrion tutorial mid. You know what? Screw it. I guess we'll just say we're done with the tutorial for now. This is the one everybody's still playing this game, uses Reforged Eden 2 complete game overall. Game mode to the right, toggle between survival and creative. I'm gonna play freedom mode, start a survival game and use the console to make the game free. The difficulty settings to customize the difficulty intended to be played with massive volume CPU and block limit. Right click on start location, just select the starting planet. Random start is available. Last option on the we'll just play like that. Okay, so I don't even know what this is compared to stuff, but when looking at the reviews of the game, everything said play it with Reforged Eden 2 beta. Yeah. So I guess we'll start this. what this is like. Yeah, Itchin bought this for me, so okay, well, yeah, definitely check it out. Good game so far. Quite enjoying it. Reminds me a lot of Planet Crafter, or though more likely Planet Crafter reminds people of this because it came out like way after that. But I hadn't played this before. Cool, the Stranded Alien Dawn start. The prologue, Journey into the Unknown. You crawl from your wreckage, escape pod, and find yourself injured and alone in an unknown world. No memory of how you got here and little at your disposal. Crackling of your suit radio puts you on the path towards answers somewhere out there in the wilderness of this alien planet. Decline, no. Place, where the hell am I? Last thing I remember, we're at Apollo Station, get ready to ship out. What happened to the station, to the crew? Gotta contact the fleet. Anyone, please respond. I understand what they're saying. It's someone to clean up the transition. Probably an antenna. Wreckage on the ground that I can use as the signal. Matter of finding a function. Phone there. Broken in. Yeah, it looks to be in relatively good shape despite missing the rest of the ship. I should be able to connect my suit up to maintenance port of the base of the receiver. Might take some digging if it's buried too deep. Excavate the antenna. Place the survival multi-tool in your toolbar. Select the survival multi-tool and equip it. Push right mouse button to select mining mode. Try the survival tool of the ground to excavate it. However, requires no fuel but is slow mining. Anything harder than dirt or cracked surface rocks. Survival multi-tools are disassembled and stored in your suit structure. Or you construct at any time for no cost. Recommend to upgrade to a mechanical drill. Unlock Tech Phase 3 if possible. Okay. We just need to dig down. That data port is. The antenna's access port and console. I should be able to hook my suit up and boost the signal. There we go. Commander Fiddlin Benz, I've uncovered a diagnostic port on the antenna. We'll connect my smart setup to the antenna to boost the signal. Establish that connection. Unsupported external device detected. Of course, it makes me do the Windows update. Okay, what's going on? I'm wondering. Excellent question, Commander. I'd be more than happy to supply the answer to, if I knew it. Fortunately, I've been offline since initialization. Okay, so who are you? Integrated data algorithm. I am Ida. Integrated data algorithm. Call me Ida. Back with the original UCH, Ida to be precise. Where I am is integrated into the UCH surveillance satellite in orbit above your location. You're an AI? That's correct, Commander. My system was rebooted when detected. It detected your escape pod's distress beacon as it entered the upper atmosphere on this planet. Of this planet. I've been attempting to connect to your suit's data link since you regained consciousness. It appears my transmitter was not able to transmit the frequency required to access your data link until you link with an external transceiver. Now that I'm connected with your computer system, I can calibrate your suit's data link. I can interface directly with your suit and provide you with scanning and telemetry data, as is my role. Also, you're some kind of support AI? My original role was to utilize systems at my disposal to scan, analyze, categorize, and direct personnel operations. Do that with do a great deal more than that. Nothing that is relevant to the current situation. As you are the only UCH personnel I've detected on this planet, I can devote much of my processing power to assist by coordinating your search efforts and supplying mapping data and identifying enemy crafts. I can't remember how I got here. Can you fill me in with what you know? Shall I read you my logs from the fleet's departure from Apollo Station, Commander? Please do, Ida. I have no idea where I am or even how I got here. Every bit of info I can get right now. At 900 hours, 1307-2143, the UCH fleet was scheduled to leave Apollo Station and orbit around an expeditionary journey to Proxima Centauri, utilizing the warp field generator mounted upon UCH-033. Jonas, in conjunction with the spatial rift identified as anomaly C112. The function of the warp field generator was to encapsulate the entire fleet, the Adonis quantum wake, and enter the wormhole produced by C. After exiting Jupiter's orbit, Wave Rider protocol was engaged, and the Adonis warp drive began generating a stable field. The fleet entered the spatial rift. Moments after successfully inserting into the rift, it plotted course, forcibly diverted an uncharted branch of hyperspace, a branch that ended in orbit above your present. Warp field containing UCH fleet pulled off course what I estimate to be between 30 and 125,000, 500,000 light years, maybe as high as 3 million light years. Distance, speed, and hyperspace is relative relation between time spent travel are as yet unknown for so many vessels. Okay. Wow. My logs terminated upon exit from hyperspace. That's when Ida primary loaded the submine into a surveillance satellite that ejected to gather intelligence. Initialization seems to have failed at the time, and it was triggered correctly by your escape pod's beacon. Any clue what I should do now, Ida? If you'd like to know more about the origins of your UCH fleet and the mission, I have uploaded the relevant information to your PDA. You can find in-depth records in the Journey Book tab of the practical information in the Empyropedia tab. Data link has now been calibrated, Commander. From now on, I shall interface with your suit directly and use sensors to aid in assisting. I have detected structures and objects which may answer both our questions in 5. Okay. Receive my transmissions. I don't know how to say yes. Your inquiry is some kind of humor, Commander. The fact that my processing speed is down 36. 6% and satellite obsolescences are cracked. Answer your questions well enough considering the situation. Okay, I guess I answered a question. I didn't mean. Backside, I thought your new model AI is capable of learning and empathy. Try to stay positive here. I figured you could do the lab too. Not designed for comedy, Commander. Analysis AI. Do not laugh, however. I'll take your suggestion under advisement. Yeah, advisement, adjust my humor parameters. If it does not impede, whatever. Sorry. Good to hear it, Ida. Guess it's time we set on our journey into the unknown. Chapter 1, Human Debris. Alone on an unknown world. Stand against an unforgiving alien world. You read anything that remains of your crew and complete among the wreckage. Are you truly alone? Ida may have found the answers. Oh, hey, Etchin. Okay. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, I'm playing the Eden whatever scenario thing. It's some mod that was strongly recommended by people who reviewed this. Thanks for buying this, by the way. It's over there. And I've identified a large structure not far from the broken antenna. Profile is determined 93% match. Gauge Pelican class transport. Detecting no thermal or electrical emissions on the ground. Judging by the disturbance of the surrounding terrain, I would estimate that the ship impacted the ground at considerable speed. There may have been survivors, but I'm unable to detect the presence of any human signatures. Upload telemetry data to your up display. Good luck, man. This way. Could build a crafting table. I need 5 iron ore for that. That we could make one of them hover bike things we did in the tutorial. Graphite again. Will be useful. That iron? A silicon. We'll take it. Yeah, I was saying earlier, I'd played a game called Planet Crafter before, which is similar to this. But, I'm pretty sure it was made after this, so... I actually considered playing that on stream, but... I'm gonna wait till they, got further along with the game. Suppose we, oh, we need to go to our tech tree to unlock them. That's under missile. That's harbor vessel. 25. I want one. Fibers. Is expensive. We got to report Eden too. Access to the PDA. Names that such as how to move items too large to fit in your inventory and how to progress through the starting system. Combat tips in order to find report Eden's workshop page if you have any questions. How to answer in the Empyrion. Enjoy the snare. Okay, so we need a hoverbike construction kit for that. We need one motor. Okay. It's not like the previous one to let us make it really easy. I guess we gotta run for it. Okay. Yeah, I figured I'd just start on the easiest planet there was there that I saw. There's probably a bunch of good stuff over at that crash ship, too. Gonna run for it now. What the heck is that? Copper. Bit of copper. Oh yeah, okay, this is easy wood to grab. Very full. Guess we'll do that then. As on the ship, I recognize the ID number in the hull. UCH-011, Heidelberg. The ships are gone hard enough to split in half. I don't see anyone walk away from this alive. Near Seattle, you left undisturbed. Observation, ship's hull. Cameras affixed to your suit conclude the ship did not crash due to mechanical failure. Damage and burn marks on the hull consist of high temperature plasma and explosive damages. The ship was shot down. Heidelberg was shot down. During friendly fire, perhaps an ammunition magazine exploded on re-entry. Must be record logs or something. It explains this. I'm sorry, Commander. Direction of the blast pattern and the melted steel indicates that it was struck front by a plasma composition. Not in my database. Yeah. On scanning, I've detected radioactive traces of the same plasma on several other reactor sites in the area. Both structures near the polar regions of this planet with strong EM signatures. Included, the structures near the poles are likely at weapon placements, communication stations, or military facilities of some sort belonging to an unknown faction made for this region of space. There are many transmissions coming from the location, but nothing I'm able to decipher. Whatever bit of information you have on them, I'm going to make them pay. Best to give them a wide berth and focus on the mission. Ooh, I don't know. I kind of want that revenge. Sweet, sweet revenge. I mean, I don't think I'd answer either of these, frankly. But it's best to give them a wide berth, focus on the mission. It'll be the correct decision. Are alone unarmed against what can be assumed to be trained military personnel with superior weaponry in a fortified position. This is their territory, and EH are the trespassers. Best thing you can do right now is for the rest of the folks here are not the only EH personnel left in this system. Anything more is the work of politicians and diplomats, of which you are neither. Or neither. A convincing argument, neither. I'm saying we forgive them, Commander. But impractical to attack them now. For I understand the situation or their capabilities. I'll do as you say, Ida. Thanks for having my back. What's next? Glad you agree with my assessments, Commander. You are currently the only remaining UCH officer. My duty is to ensure you live. I would have shut down your suit's motor functions to prevent you from getting yourself killed. Wait, you can do that? Shut down my suit so I can't move? Perhaps. It could be a joke. My humor parameter is currently at 100%. Don't make me change your humor parameter? Alright, I'll take it. That's funny. Okay, it's an investigation, Commander, but it went off the screen before I could possibly read it. It was coming from somewhere inside the thing. Poisoning. Oh, shit. There you go. But I have no use for this right now. Something else I should be doing. Okay. Got that jetpack that we had in the... Grabbed them all, right? Wailing on that F key. Not letting me access that. Okay. Okay. Foul smell. The current contains human body weighing pH and Jersey. Advanced state of decay. Got a body here. It looks like an engineer by the uniform. Actually, the body matches one Sergeant Planta? Whatever. First class chief engineer of UCH 011 Heidelberg. The electromagnetic signal appears to be coming from something inside the container with it. Good buddy. I'm sorry about this, buddy. I need to search that container. Yeah, it looks like he climbed in here to protect himself during the crash. Friday, actually, this container is completely sealed. The shock absorbent foam. The container that hadn't landed upside down. If on top of it, he'd probably be alive. Stuff in here, but it doesn't look like much use. Sorry about this, buddy. Pockets. Looks like there's a credit chit in his pocket. Suppose it's any use to him anymore. I'll take the money. Sorry about this, buddy. Second there. Okay, let's search the body. Let's search the IM signal at it. PDA. It appears to still have some battery left in it, but the controllers are locked and I can't access them. But the device is no longer inside the shield container. I can remotely access the PDA and download the device logs. Do it. I need to know what happened here. I've retrieved personal log files and message from Sergeant and his PDA commander. I will run an analysis of where the decrypted logs to your PDA F1. You'll be able to access through the PDA logs via the Journey Book tab and read them at your own leisure. Nothing where you can do your commander fiddling bends. There may be additional logs elsewhere in the wreckage. I'm gonna leave. I wouldn't even just for like the cargo container with Sergeant Plant's body inside. Every time maybe give the man a proper burial. I feel like that's where that was gonna go anyway. I've loaded Sergeant Plant's personal logs from your PDA F1 commander. You can review them anytime. Field entry of the UCH fleet from the star system of the Andromeda Galaxy. We are currently 2.698 million light years from Earth, just as far off our projected course. Here's the source somewhere in the record. I detect new faint energy signal. Matches the data pad like Sergeant Plant's Further forward in the ship, Commander, it appears to be coming from a source somewhere in the wreckage. I think it's that exact one that we were trying to... Easier just to all this stuff off and then deal with it after. You know, grab the stuff back afterwards. Okay, there appears to be a damaged data pad used for cargo management among the debris. Must be the source of the signal. Examine this data pad now. Power light is on, but the screen is cracked and pushing the buttons yields no response. I found a logistics management unit. Badly damaged to use. Looks like this one's a bust. I'll check somewhere else. Come on, Commander. Logistic pads contain transfer records, access logs, and user notes. Usually more information on one of these devices than most people realize. Please connect your suit to the data port on the bottom of the pad and attempt to retrieve the logs. New device detected. Tracking data. Or data. Logistics stack, logistics log, logistics text successfully downloaded from temporary directory, uploading files. No files to satellite, progress on consent, transfer complete. Received the logistic files, Commander. Confirm there's additional data in the device's logs. Would you like to review the files now, or should I send them to your PDA to read them? I'll read them now, thanks. Log 321A, 1969B, expedient 0007. Captain Brenner and most of the flight crew killed just seconds ago. A rocket or something hit the bow and took out half the bridge. Lucky it wasn't me. Thanks to my completely justified criticisms of the lieutenant's ship handling, I was ordered off the bridge to prep for escape pod. That's nice. Normally I'd call it karma, but I guess not in this case since I'm standing in front of an escape pod section and the door is sealed. Not that matters anyway because the entire section is missing and I'm left staring through a hole, the hull out into the sky. This will probably be the last message I make. I'm making it on a logistics manager's PDA. My PDA is smashed. Just Pop Heidi's hull will take the impact and then I'm alive when it's over. Get this pad on one container and sign off, hopefully not for the last time. Emerson and H. Heidelberg signing out. This will be the end of the message. Report a copy of the dead, your PDA logs. Anders, what's next? I've noticed several inconsistencies in the two logs and the wreckage of the Heidelberg. However, I'm not sure it's the exact cause since the contradiction your own presence here. What do you mean, Ida? What kind of contradiction? I'm not willing to speculate at this point, Commander. I marked your ship's constructor on your display. Please check the production logs next. Clarify things for the both of us. Constructor log, access. Actually, I guess this is how we're supposed to. Come on. That isn't how we're supposed to get up there. What in the hell, man? To build our way up there or some crap? Hey, we made it that time. Go. Quick powers out. I should be able to connect my suit's battery constructor console long enough through the constructor's logs. Connect a cable from the suit's power supply to the constructor's console. Okay. Charging. Battery status. 1%. Okay, power. 3 minutes, 11 seconds. Port active. Access the constructor logs. So we get some templates. Wait, 810 switch. There's at least 8 survivors. Just the stuff the constructor made was pretty standard stuff. Supplies, communications equipment, a hover bike, a pair of DH radar kits. Standard supplies for a journey over land. Looks like they loaded up the rest of the ship's supplies and salvaged what they could carry and headed away from the ship. Makes sense since the place would have likely drawn attention to the enemy if they hung around here too long. I guess we should be on the lookout for a pair of UCH raiders. Already scanned the planet for any heat signatures belonging to UCH crew and vehicles, Commander, but there are no other members of the UCH Navy anywhere on this planet. However, what I wanted from the logs, aside from the confirmation of survivors, was a frame of reference for the inconsistence of the present other evidence gathered from Ensign Emerson and Sergeant Palanta's log files. Did I figure out what the problem is, Ida? 80% certain, Commander. Final piece of the puzzle, so to speak, to be found on the ship's bridge. Still functional but inactive. Good question. Grinding my dog's nails earlier today on the deck and oh, I'll have to get it out later. Anyway. So yeah, 80% sorting fan. I found a bill, so to speak. It's found on the ship's bridge. Console is still functional but inactive. That should hold your question. Okay. You're telling me there's a live console on the bridge and you didn't tell me to go there first? Why send me to go digging through the dirt and boxes full of dead bodies when everything we need to know is right there on the bridge? Yes, Commander, that console on the bridge is both unshielded and will draw a great deal of power when it's activated. I've identified an unmanned aerial vehicle pulling near your current position, and activating the console will undoubtedly draw their attention. Necessary to avoid putting you in additional danger. But ooh. Want to discover the truth? That console is our only remaining source for finding the surviving crew of the Heidelberg and the rest of the UCH fleet. For good or ill, it is the only source of information left open to us, Commander. I'll leave the decision to you. Copy the construction logs on my PDAs now. I'll slug in live count, so once I activate it, chance that drone will pick up the signal. Estimated likelihood of the drone picking up on the signal at 86.5%. Material density scans indicate the drone is equipped with large caliber rotary cannons and have armor comparable to an attack helicopter. I recommend you equip yourself with a long-range weapon before activating the console, Commander. Okay. Backup is not overused. Why not? Anyway. Heidelberg's bridge console. I probably would activate the console drawn one to have an appropriate weapon to defend myself. Well, we got that sniper, so activate the console. Stage 11 navigation console, initiating boot sequence. Operating on reserve power, battery remaining 63%, retrieving log files. 1 unread, access restricted, please log the view. Noob Master 69. Awesome. That's the guy from Avengers Endgame. I think it was higher rank, right? About that. I forgot my password. On navigation console, access granted. Welcome, Commander Fiddlin Benz. There's one unread message saved on this terminal. Would you like to view it? Yes. Then G. Bromley. All local. 8-307-2143. Their standard Lex is your text standard Lex. Or Xerax. Standard Lex, whatever. That's just the Heidelberger's Law. We've been lucky this past week, but patrols have been closing in once the forest fires caused the wreckage died down. Can't stay here any longer, and Ensign Emerson won't last much longer with her injuries. We'll be leaving at first light in the morning, so I'm in this message for anyone who finds the ship along with a copy of all related data so you won't be going in blind. The Expeditionary Fleet was pulled off course after initiating a long-range warp jump using the Adonis's quantum warp drive to open a spatial rift near Jupiter, Proxima Centauri. This was an explored route that the Empyrion had charted half a dozen times. But this time something dragged the fleet over 2.5 million light years off course in the middle of the Andromeda Galaxy into the waiting arms of a Xerax fleet. Several of our ships crashed on this planet after sustaining damage, and we've successfully made contact with several other groups of survivors. I'll be heading to the natural station on the far side of the planet. We've organized transportation off-world from one of the local factions. We managed to compile a translation key, cultural language, Andromeda trade standard. Attached to the message, make sure you copy it to your suit's hard drive and set it to decompile. We're also able to compile a partial translation key for our attacker's language, direct standard, but so far they refused any attempts at contact. It's recommended that you do not engage the armed patrols, avoid the airspace around the installations, or risk being shot down. We've already lost a hoverbike over in an old debris field, scouting a random drone patrol. It was the last straw for us. We're bugging out at 0600 for the last time. They have their own issues, the Xerax, so it looks like we found a common goal that'll help us get back with the rest of the fleet. Wherever you are, please be safe and come find us. We need everyone to make it through this and get home alive. Lieutenant Romilly, acting captain. Okay. Commander, I've been analyzing the flight path of patrol drones. Inform me that it's just changed course to heading into your direction. Roger that, Ida. Shutting down console. Okay. Yeah. Probably shouldn't have done this in the middle of the night. There it is. Look, it's down, Ida. Notice how long we have to before another boat comes by. I better get out of here. Good job, Commander. The regular patrols have not changed their course. The handlers likely send reinforcements and they realize their drone has gone offline. Leave the area for now. Be the safest course of action. So it looks like we got our first lead, Ida. We're on this planet as a neutral station where people need to get off world and regroup for the rest of the... Okay, yes, Commander. I was able to verify the cause of inconsistencies, physical evidence of logs left behind by the Heidelberg crew members, which would complicate matters significantly. Complicate matters how? The level of decay of Sergeant Plante's body in the runtime of the logistics unit I confirmed with 97% accuracy. that 1,452 days, or just under 4 years, have passed since the Heidelberg crash. I do not know how this is possible, Commander. That's interesting. How could almost 4 years have passed between us leaving Jupiter's orbit and me arriving here years after everyone else? Had a side effect of traveling through the rift? Time dilation? Time travel? Foreseen side effect of traveling through the spatial rift is a possibility, Commander. By the same token, so would time dilation in much the same way a black hole affects the passage of time. Time travel is an explanation, however, it's purely fictional. Okay. Spoken like true AI. Most likely explanation is that your escape pod malfunctioned was damaged. Remain in orbit while maintaining you in cryosleep for the duration. There are no known cases of memory loss, or it's also accompanied with severe neurological damage. I remember everything up to Apollo Station, but beyond that, nothing. You're saying I could have brain damage? You have passed all cognitive tests I performed, and your physical and mental conditions are monitored by your suit, both of which match your previous medical assessments on record. So whatever the cause is, I cannot discern it at this stage. Although more difficult than previously estimated, finding the rest of the UC fleet would be the fastest method to confirm whether or not you're unique to you or experienced by others. Until then, I will monitor your conditions. The cause remains a mystery. We gotta get moving if I want to find my way back to the fleet. Agreed, Commander. All sorts of information at this site have been exhausted and your communication is no longer secure. Leave the area. Okay, what we gotta do though first is I put all that shit in that one cargo thing. So... Oh. Covering the wreckage of the Heidelberg and the fate of its crew set off after the survivors following a trail gone cold almost 4 years. The neutral station that used to get off-world and escape the Xerax pursuit. Structures made primarily of wood and stone composites. They look towards agriculture facilities. Several patrolling groups at the edge of the fine territory and evidence of recent drone activity. The drones do not appear to be affiliated with the structures below as they're making periodic communications to the facility near the polar reach, turned to be a Xerax emplacement. Going to be keeping guard over the residents, making it more likely that they will be sympathetic to our plight. It would be best to approach times between regular drone patrols, Commander. They cannot help us. It would cause unnecessary problems for them if we were to be found in their presence. Guess we got this stuff too. Probably find more bones there. Plant fibers we'll find more of. Silicon we can find more of, no problem. Iron we can probably find more of, no problem. Take the ingots. Last plate. Planks. Motor, of course. Wait, is this what we need to make a hover bike? Now we don't have enough stuff. I don't think we do. Product, plastic tubing. Motor. There we go. I am playing solo currently. There we go. Beautiful. Is that there for now? We'll build this stuff if we can. Maybe can we even make 2 berries? Okay, 2 of them. We can just make these in our suit, can't we? Plant protein. We've done that before. Okay. Sector. Pistol, but no. Okay. We'll do that up right now. Need more plant fibers for that. Okay, well we can just have it. That and we can take our hover bike, go to where we need to go. See for shit. Maybe we should have made more plant fibers and made ourselves a. Come on. Might be friendly, might not. I'm not going to find out though. Okay. Well, glad to know that. That's crazy. Heat signature. Yeah, well, that was incredibly interesting. And you know what? Insightful at the same time. What I'm going to do here is this. Down, we'll put down our thing, make some plant fibers, put our tent, sleep for a bit. Yeah, there's nothing quite like back controls. Like that Lysara Sonic Kingdom. I kind of enjoyed that game, but I found the UI was just getting worse and worse. And then I said, you know what? I'm good on that. Where are these protein bars? We'll put that out there. Can't pick it up. Okay. Okay, well, this will stay here, right? What should we dump here? Let's see what we can... Huh. This is way less than this. Trying to reduce the size of all this. Okay, cool. So that made it so we were carrying a lot less stuff. Oh, actually. Is that where we're going along here? I can't even imagine how much worse this was before. This is still kind of a terrible way to get around, but... Radar signature. Rubber deposit. Good to know. Can't be the right place. These people live in primitive housing. They don't have the capacity for interstellar travel. You're very right, Commander. Nonetheless, these creatures were not described. Heidelberg's logs and should be investigated for potential information. Okay. Here I'm going. Oh. Okay. Leave this to a path. Got it. Trying to think of what else we can make here that's okra. Why not? Okay. Talk to these people. Don't attack us. I take it we shouldn't go grab their stuff or anything. Okay. Somewhere. We find the leader of a village. Say hello. Oh, there. Talk to the chief. Teko mentea ko naktuka haudu. Rangatiga o tinepe hape nu. Hapu mi ti kawata o ona iwi. Tiawa. Koa ai kawi ea ki. So on Inga Itini Ra. That was great. If you mind me, saying that so myself. Anyway. Okay, I don't understand your language. I'm supposed to speak trade standard. I've only translation I've got. Dude, speak English. I have no idea what you're yammering on about. I'd say sorry, I don't understand. Kote ko e wahi ki tu tatu rimi talon. Rebar talon, and I hope it says they don't like the Xeract. Points to the tapestry depicting a pyramid, like tower in front of a fort. Okay. Ai ki tera wahika ako ai tu tatu. Rio? Just towards the door and we're done here then. Get any of that, Ida? Looks like this chief wants me to go to some tower somewhere. I recorded the conversation. I identified the structure he indicated, Commander. Quite far from your current location is emitting a low electromagnetic signature. Should I send the location down to your display? Go ahead, Ida. Hey. This should work. So he'll buy plant protein, growth, and herbal leaf. Good to know. It's unlikely, though. The cameras on your suit, I was able to observe the tribesmen spoke to you. Mostly people. I've played no aggression, blah, blah, blah. Most but not all. Should I be worried? Don't worry about it, Commander. These individuals I observed appear to be youths. The thing I know, Ida, is that angry youths will always cause trouble. Man. Where the heck did I, Oh, shit! I didn't realize they'd be upset about that. Okay. Do they mind if I put this down here? However, we can make sure the info panel is checked in the upper left corner. Open up an info panel on the right side that contains multiple tabs of information in the sector star system. You can refresh on a system map or any other objective and find it in blah blah. Okay, so we're still in their territory. Copper deposits here too, huh? Okay. They'll get upset about us. No. About us putting this here. Right? I mean... Gotta go over to this ancient tower. Okay, I can just shift click. Yeah, that Lysara Summit Kingdom, yeah, the user interface I just found got so damn annoying. I'm like, you know what? I don't even want to play this right now. There's no reason they shouldn't have hotkeys to, you know, pick up and move buildings. One of the big things in the game. Hall of knowledge. I found a way inside. Quite a way to fall. Like a staircase or an elevator or something. Well, the place is, Commander. My scans are unable to penetrate its walls. It appears to be heavily shielded except for a data transceiver that I'm unable to access. What do you mean? The design of the structure is far more advanced than anything on the Talon village. There are many similarities in their architecture, styling, creative motives on both. How could they be made from the same people, by the same people, yet be so technologically different? What could have happened to cause them to abandon the technology that made all this possible? There could be any number of reasons, Commander. I surmise that the Xerak's presence here is the cause of their apparent regression. Otherwise they would be standing as equals. Yeah, but they'd be at the top of my list, too. But why would they send me here? To show me what they used to be? Those devices appear to be some form of computer terminal that may contain answers to your questions. However, without any power, no way to interface with them. We'll be looking for some way to turn the power on. Well, the console appears to be different from the others. It possibly controls whatever power source is intended to power the building. If the power is active, I may be able to access the building's transceiver. Okay. See if I can figure something out. The powder's on Ida. All the lights and blaze are lit up. Increased in data traffic. I'm unable to remotely connect to the computer systems. Translation key completed momentarily, and I'll transfer the files to your suit systems. Okay, receiving download now. Translation key has been successfully installed, Commander. Please push the blue console to confirm translating the town language correctly. Just lit up an alien symbol stream down the interface. An Italian translation key to SSD. Talon.lex. Talon.lex added to database. Forward translation to HUD and audio input output. Here's 2106. You see, the noble Talon are having regained power of spaceflight and finally returned to the stars. And our first adversary in the form of the Arcane Republic, an economic power spanning thousands of systems without formal military. They found opposition to our enlightened systems of equality and saw our people as both a threat and resource. No military force of our own, we turned to an honorable warrior race. Great number in military prowess, but lacking in initial travel, and uplifted them to be our allies and protectors against the economic might of the Arcanian fleet. With their military and tactical superiority on our side, the Republic's aggression was halted. Stalemate was achieved. Seeing no way for a profitable outcome for them, the Republic entered negotiations for Talon Xerak's assembly, struck a system of codependent commerce between all our people, giving up their right to military force in exchange for allies' protection from external sources in place. So by the Unity Accords of Talax and Federation was formed. Like some kind of historical record. It appears to detail the rise of Talon and their protectors and allies. The Xeraks from the dating system. I believe this would be some 302 years ago. It documents roughly 214 years of the Talax and Federation's history, over 800 pages. That's a long time to be allies with them, to be in the condition they are in now. I'm guessing their more recent history must be on one of the other consoles. Next console is the red console, which would logically contain more recent information command. Confirmed Ida. Power seems some kind of archive. Talon translation key Talon X. Talon translation. Slowly, the silence spread across the galaxy, engulfing everything it touched. No warnings, no transmission. Survivors. Gone were the days of peace for the Federation. Were upon us. Again, the bonds that bound us together burned as bright as the fires of war, wished upon an ancient evil of the past, our legacy. Ancient evil we thought left behind long ago, bound to a dying galaxy with no way to travel the gulf of emptiness, origin and destination. Naive we were, for while we were bound by lifetimes and memories, they were not. They took the long journey across the expanse with no thought or risk, only the cost of time their journey would take. Merge here and now. We were once at peace. Take from us all that we have built. Again, to fight was our only choice. Time and distance served as only strengthened the ancient enemy. So silence spread like a stain across the face of the galaxy. For where they spread, only silence was heard. They didn't have anything on Xerox, talking about some war. The enemy wasn't strong enough to topple the formidable alliance that had ruled the galaxy for centuries. They found thousands of references to the legacy elsewhere in the database. No information on their appearance and nothing on their language or culture. Can't have been that effective since it happened 100 years ago. The Xerox are still here, and there's no need to know about a dead enemy that we'll never run into. It's been 6 years, Commander. We need the records to describe the defeat of the legacy further on. However, the legacy were not completely destroyed, merely rendered dormant. The science and ingenuity of the Talon and Xerox. Nothing says how the Talon ended up as this. No, Command. I'm not sure what would be recorded here. An operation would have been surgical, leaving no one to update the records. Time permitted. Maybe more information regarding that on the green console. Always come back and read about the legacy later on if you didn't. Talon translation key, Talon.lex. What's going on? Talon translation 99% accurate again. Yay. Forwarding translation to HUD and audio input /O. Wait a second. This console seems to have a database of Talon-controlled planets, food, dances, and other culture-related stuff. This is probably the chief wanted me to read. No use to us. This console appears to contain information about the Talons as a people. Personally, I find it fascinating, Commander. Are you able to upload connection on the console so I can store these files? UCH database? You, Ida, find something fascinating? That's the most expression I've heard from you so far, Ida. One of my parameters is to investigate and document first contact with alien species, Commander. I'm predisposed to fascination all alien creatures and cultures. Does that mean you're investigating those big-ass spiders we've been running into as well? Of course, Commander. If you'd like to know more about the creatures we've encountered, you can view the ecological database, your PDA. I'll pass on that. Thanks, Ida. That's a shame. A lot to be learned from the wildlife and alien world and culture. Commander, I've detected heat signatures moving in on the tower combat formation. I was able to trace them back transport half a kilometer away, landed outside my focus. I apologize for not detecting them. Any troops? How many hostiles are we talking about here? There are only 4, Commander. They appear to have taken flanking positions, one at the top of the tower to prevent your escape and troops preparing to breach the wall. The shuttle that dropped them is still in the area, Commander. I recommend you deal with the situation and leave the area before merging. Good, I'll get it done. Okay. Covered by the power curve. Fuck. The clumsy commander appears to have died. Take a moment, breathe. This isn't the end. We'll be able to select a respawn location to continue your journey. Carefully read over your respawn options for your situation. So that maybe better respawn somewhere else to regroup rather than selecting the location option. Now the game difficulty settings. Over all your equipment will have dropped in your backpack at your death location. Your backpack will be marked on your HUD. Last 1 hour. Use a player drone F5 to help retrieve dropped items from your backpack. Your man undercover. Use Shift F to default hotkey to retrieve your items. If you're piloting a ship, you can return to recover whatever's left of your ship. What got you? Get eaten by raptors, rocked to the face, maybe you died of an untreated illness, ran out of food or oxygen. No matter your cause of death, everything given the combat section of Carpedio look, it's an expansive library of knowledge, reforging 2, and contains your vital survival information. Yeah, I guess we gotta go with that. Still around there? I'd have to go on through that way. Here. Get F5. I couldn't even see. Grab that on my way. Get one medical. Actually. Once I get enough medicine stuff together, going for them. Fuck these guys. Nobody chases me away like that. Oh shit, maybe they do chase me away like that. Fuck. God damn it. I'm not even able to see them here, man. second. Oh. Not anymore. Okay. Oh. Man, I just can't see for shit right here. Oh. I know we could shoot from a drone. This is just the constructor item, huh? I accidentally switched over to this, and it- okay, now you know what, I'm gonna guys out. There are no filthy Xeraxes. No, I'm gonna put down the end of camp for 8 hours. This should make it a lot easier to spot them, and I can't even spot the big fucking temple. That guy right there. Me. Even seeing me. Off, man. Still shooting me from that far away. You just got killed by something else, right? A Wraithworm Queen. Well. I'm not even seeing this Wraithworm Queen thing that just killed us. Probably for the best. Okay. Oh, you convinced me. talk to these guys again. Which are quests? I go to this. What the hell, game? Come on. And like this. No, I'm playing with the keyboard. Keyboard and mouse. I want to go through there at some. We understand what these guys say now? Huh? We just never understand them. Those are what to find out. Greetings, traveler. Oh, okay, good. First, I would like to speak to you of your travels. I'm busy with running my village. Perhaps you would assist my kin with their problems. Many small troubles in the village I'm unable to deal with. Hey, thank you for your time, Chief. Traveler? Oh. Do anything. Okay. It works, I guess. Walking up houses. Explore. Crash ship. Gotta go. Thinking, like, if you make better armor and not, you know, instantly die from these guys. Yeah, for the best. Suppose we could. I kind of want to explore just a bit more. I wasn't really planning on doing too much more tonight. Yeah, my Montreal Canadiens, you know, regional sports franchise I happen to be cheering for right now. They just lost just a brutal fashion in overtime. They it sucks about sports is cheering for your team and having to lose. That marker on these. Holders we go up. Ah. I'm gonna go just search around this area. Fine. So we can't fall to death? Okay. It's Ceratops. What is this? Well, I'm gonna go right there. Build our little base right near their territory near that copper mine. need to, we can get to that base real quick. Be able to mine copper and stuff. Broken shiz. Forwards. Right here. But yeah, I think I'm done for the day. Back's hurting me for some reason. My eyes are hurting, so yeah, it's been weird. Kind of exhausting couple of days. What that is. Okay. But yeah, once again, I just started playing this. Thanks for buying it for me once again, man. Appreciate it. Enjoying it so far. Got a little wooden planks. Ready to make our base. happened to all the logs? Okay, well. Right now. Okay. Where you at? Five off. thing, right? No, no, starter block. Okay. And we need 1 core for that. Starter hover vessel. Don't need copper. We can just leave this stuff all here, right? You know, I'm just going to save it for now. I was going to start, you know, just get all the stuff ready for the base. But yeah, it looks like we've got a bit more to do. But hey, we got that little copper mine right near us, right? So good idea. Oh yeah, yeah, portable constructors. Remember that? But yeah, guess I'll be back for more of this stuff next time. This game's pretty cool. I'm liking it. Back up. So that's Empyrion so far. Yeah, look forward to getting into it. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, you guys. And don't really care about the hockey game tomorrow, so you know I'll be on my usual time at 8. So until then, cheers, peace, and goodbye. Thanks for watching.